Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's Wednesday, and it's been a wet one, and that's one too many W's in that intro. Of course, floodwaters canceling classes, not just in Magoffin County, but in other school districts earlier today. Magoffin County canceling for the rest of the work, rather, for the rest of the week due to illness. And we're going to continue to even add a little insult, a lot of insult to injury weather-wise as well. Maybe up to 2.5 inches of additional rainfall over the course of your weekend. It's causing mudslides, it's causing flooding, it's causing a lot of problems, and there's a break or two in the middle of all this, but really no end in sight, at least not between now and this time next week. There is a bit of a dry up for a day or so here and then a day or so there. Hopeful the weather pattern is going to change. Maybe next week. We'll have to wait and see, but an updated forecast that you'll need to hear in just a few moments. Headlines tonight will include Sayersville City Council meeting. I have a rather unique athletic signing by a Magoffin County High School student. I got that right. I've got an arrest to pass along about a stolen vehicle. Of course, I've got highlights from last night's Paintsville and Sheldon Clark boys matchup. It was a wild one, as was expected, in the 57th District. And a lot of other news and information before I leave you. Before I go any further, I'm hoping that everyone is hearing this because we've worked all day to make sure that you have. And I'm begging for your forgiveness at this point. But since we have made this changeover and completely redone our newsroom setup here, of course, that has meant that there have been changes that have been made on the other end. And Foothills has upgraded their equipment to go along with it. And so far, theirs and mine has just not cooperated very well at all. I can't tell you the countless hours they and I have spent, and money, I'm sure, as well, on the equipment they have purchased to try to get the audio and video all ironed out. When it works, it is beautiful, and we're so happy with the end result. Just the first of the show, we're still having trouble, even though we tested all day long, and it works perfect. At 6 o'clock, there's an issue. Last night, there was an issue at 11 o'clock for some folks, but that was just a software issue with some of those folks who have set-top boxes that were purchased a little back, and we've got that isolated and fixed. But still battling the other part, which I hope is working tonight, and I hope everyone is hearing this apology because indeed it is sincere. We want everyone to stay tuned because we are getting it worked out. We've actually put a new piece of equipment in today and a new one on order coming hopefully tomorrow or by the end of the week to try to get everything running super smooth. But just stay with us. We're going to get it all worked out. And once you've seen, of course, you have seen the finished result when it does work, it is a great improvement. And it's also one that's allowing me to instantly put the show on my YouTube channel and on, of course, more importantly, our website at SayersvilleIndependent.com and YourNewsToday.com every day as well. And that's where we want you to go if you can't be here with us on Foothills Communication. Then, of course, on Howard's Cable. Howard's not experiencing the same difficulty right now for technical reasons, and I'll not bore you with anymore. With that said, be careful out there traveling at any time for a host of reasons, but in the current conditions that we have, slides are becoming more and more numerous, and then we've got more and more moisture on its way. This is just the latest of numerous slips that have happened over the course of the past several days and several weeks, not just in Magoffin County, but all of eastern Kentucky. Some have been small, some have been large, some have blocked one lane, some have blocked two, and then some. This one blocked about 1.5 earlier today before the State Highway Department could get heavy equipment out to remove it. This is on Route 40 near the Jenkins Body Shop. That slip had been moving throughout most of the day and is likely to continue to do so, even though it's been cleaned up. So keep that in mind if you're traveling in this area. The problem is actually, of course, up on the hillside, and that ledge is just simply washed away. And you'll also notice to the top left of your screen a utility pole that carries three-phase electric, and the earth under it is getting close to moving as well. That is a situation that the power company is monitoring and was on scene for earlier today. So for the foreseeable future, and then some perhaps, especially at night, these are the types of situations that we all need to be on the lookout for at any time and anywhere, especially given the forecast that I've got for you in just a few moments. Moving on, Paintsville police arrested a man they identified driving a stolen vehicle who did not wish to go quietly. Captain Holbrook of the Paintsville Police Department says that shortly before 11 o'clock on Monday night in Paintsville at the Speedway parking lot, he saw a man operating a vehicle that came back as stolen when he ran the vehicle's information. He also witnessed that same man come back out of the Speedway and then get into the passenger seat, after which the officer knocked on the window and informed him that the car was stolen, to which he says the subject immediately became irate and started digging in the glove box and then refused to comply to the officer's commands. And at that point, Alexander Janes of Van Leer jumped out of the car and took off running. Holbrook ordered him to stop. He didn't. Holbrook used his taser to subdue him. He still refused to comply, but was ultimately arrested, first taken to the hospital to be medically cleared, and then lodged in the Big Sandy jail on charges of theft by unlawful taking of an automobile, resisting arrest, fleeing or evading police in the first degree, and operating a motor vehicle on a suspended license. Coming up after this break, Sagersville City Council coverage and more headlines. I'll be right back. Heart disease. It's the leading cause of death for men and women, taking 1 of every 4 lives. And it's not just affecting older adults anymore. Obesity, high blood pressure, and smoking are causing heart disease in those as young as 35. But the good news is, it can often be prevented with good choices, like letting the professionals at Hope Family Medical Center help you manage and improve your condition. February is American Heart Month, and the providers at Hope are ready to help you with good choices, which are as simple as calling, coming in, or attending their chronic disease self-management program every Wednesday in February at the Lakefront Church of God. Big Sandy Healthcare and Hope Family Medical Center want you to love your heart.
Appalachian Wireless is transforming the way you upgrade your smartphone. Trade in, trade up, and experience the benefits of Appalachian Wireless's trade-in program. Head into any Appalachian Wireless retail location or go to AppalachianWireless.com to get an estimate on your device. Use or apply your device credit towards your new Appalachian Wireless device or account. It's that simple. Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service and bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
If you've been injured in an accident, make no mistake, it's all about the money. Considering filing bankruptcy, it's all about the money. I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. I represent injured people who deserve all the money they can get. I represent people who deserve to keep their hard-earned money. If you've been injured or considering filing bankruptcy, call me at my Sayersville office at 349-4522 or at my West Liberty office at 743-1965.
The flu and flu-like illnesses are widespread in Kentucky, and they're not going away anytime soon. So odds are, if you aren't or haven't been sick, you likely will be. And Parkway Pharmacy has exactly what we all need to fight it and any other cold or illness. From immune boosters for adults and children as young as 2 to all-natural homeopathics made right here in the United States of America. They can help prevent you from getting sick or get you fast relief if you already are. With great tasting and easy-taking gummies, powdered mixes, rapid-melting fruity tablets, and syrups at Parkway Pharmacy. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. Don't drive or let your family drive in this or this before doing this. Stopping at Conley Tire in Staffordsville for brakes, oil, alignment, and of course, tires. Thousands of tires in stock every day to fit anything with 6 months no interest financing and over 33 years of quality service with a smile. Conley Tire in Staffordsville. It is meeting time of the month here at Your News Today, and we'll begin right now with coverage of this week's regular session of the Sayersville City Council, already in-house, but yet to come this week, tomorrow and Friday, coverage of the McGoffin County Fiscal Court, McGoffin County Board of Education, and more. But tonight, the Sayersville City Council coverage begins with discussion about hopeful summertime improvements to the Ramey Park. Early discussions centered around the Ramey Park and plans for some summer maintenance and upkeep. The mayor said that he had met with Judge Wireman and Ray Keaton of the park, and they had spoke about some upcoming projects. New lights for the ball fields is the number one on the wish list, I should say, but they're going to have to try to find some alternate or grant funding for that. The city's going to repaint the curbs. They're going to remove some dead trees around the park and restripe the handicap parking spots. And they're also going to make some repairs to some playground equipment as well. Councilman Paul Montgomery said he was worried about the number of needles that he finds routinely walking in the park. The mayor said it's not just the park. They find needles routinely on the streets and city garbage cans and all over the city, but that he did believe the needle exchange program through the health department is helping some. He said just last month, the Magoffin County Health Department took in 2,000 used needles in the program.
When they come in to do the needle exchange program, they also get counseling. They just don't come up there and exchange a needle, because they're required when they come up there to get. And if you look at Boyd County, who was one of the first ones to do it, in the last 3 years, they've had over 30 people go through drug rehab and come out clean and stay clean. That's a pretty good record. So if you get 30 people that's using drugs off the street, you're done pretty good.
Well,
And that's what these programs are made. They're not
they
just
can-
to
They can
do
do
better.
better. That's a good sign for us.
And we also, everybody that comes in with the needle exchange is offered to be tested for HIV, Hep A, so that way if they get tested and we know they got it, you know, you can help them. You know, they're just not out there spreading it around.
Because it is a disease.
Because it is a disease.
And later in the mayor's report, some good financial news after a check from FEMA arrived last week.
On the mayor's report, I get you a bank statement in there, for today. It shows us with, $253,000 in the bank. One of the reasons that's a little high for this time of the year is we got a FEMA payment for $100,000 from the tornado 2012 last week. So, that's a pretty good deal.
That's pretty handy.
It's pretty handy, yeah. So it's in there. You've got our $55,000 line of credit down here. We went ahead and paid it off, so we're free and clear on that now.
So what are you gonna do with it?
What's that?
What are you gonna do with the money?
What money?
It's in the
I
bank.
don't know yet.
Got any idea?
A couple, but, I'm not gonna.
You put me in on one of them?
No, probably not.
Okay.
The mayor also gave an update that the tornado shelter behind the Staggersville First Baptist Church is completely operational, with the only exception being the setting of the generator in the next week or so. He also noted that a state representative from the Transportation Cabinet, if I'm not mistaken, is willing to come to Staggersville to talk about how the city can and what it needs to do to become bike-friendly in regards to obtaining grants for sidewalks and trails and things of that nature to go along with the Dawkins Trail. The mayor also reminding everyone that the Restaurant Row project does include a 10-foot walk bike path that will go basically from the Magoffin County Health Department all the way to the junction of 114 and 460 at the caution light, with the ultimate goal to go right on up 114 and tie it into the Dawkins Trail. And the meeting was soon after adjourned. From there, it's birthday wishes and a few on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. I've got birthdays. This is a big one. This is a happy 21st birthday to Kennedy Garrett, with a lot of love from Nanny, from Mom, from Lacey, and from all of your family and friends. Happy 21st, Kennedy Garrett. Happy birthday to Anthony Newt Williams from your Williams family. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Newt Williams. And lastly tonight, a 52nd birthday, it says, going out to Miss Tammy Cray Smith. Happy birthday to you. And only one quick reminder on our community calendar before we go on to funeral service announcements. Senior Day is tomorrow at the Water into Wine Food Pantry at the Lakefront Church of God on Route 30, 8:30 till 3, and commodities for everyone can only be picked up after 12:30 tomorrow at the Water into Wine Food Pantry. And for announcements, birthdays, anniversaries, and those for your church, group, club, or organization, all you have to do is send them to me any way you can, and we'll tell everyone else about them. Turning to obituaries tonight, Edna Carol Lemaster Cantrell, 78, of Buck Joseph Road, passed away this week, preceded in death by her husband Donald. She survived by her son Teddy Cantrell, and daughters Wanda Howard, Jackie Howard, Sheila Patrick, and Linda Radmore. Visitation will be after 5 o'clock this Wednesday and prior to services set for tomorrow at 1 from the Bradley Free Will Baptist Church. The Magoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. 54-year-old Dennis Edward Arnett of Parkway Drive passed away yesterday, the son of the late Franklin Arnett and Faye Dyer Arnett. Dennis is survived by his sisters, Ginger Coleman and our Joe Harvey. Visitation is after 6 o'clock tomorrow and prior to services Friday morning at 11. All from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And lastly tonight, Letitia Basham Slusher, 54 of Kane Drive, passed away on February the 18th, married to Ronnie Slusher, who preceded her in death. She is survived by her sons Chad Basham and Jesse Reisner and daughter Diana McKenzie. Visitation is tonight and all day tomorrow, and prior to Friday's services that start at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Here are just some of the sizzling hot deals this week at your Sayersville Save-A-Lot. Chicken drumsticks and thighs, 69 cents a pound in family packs. Pork ribs, 99 cents a pound in family packs. And boneless chicken breast, $1.69 a pound. Red Baron pizzas are on sale, $2.99 each. And Sara Lee honey wheat loaves of bread, $2.29. And pick from the tastiest varieties of apples for only $1.99 per 3-pound bag. Price is good through Tuesday, February the 26th at your Sayersville Save-A-Lot, and be sure to check out their new website at savergroup.com. Whether it's game time, family time, or any kind of fun or hungry time, it's always a perfect time for the party platter from your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. 20 crispy buffalo wings, 20 hot and spicy wings, fried pickles, cheese sticks, jalapeno poppers, mini corn dogs, jumbo breast strips, and spicy jumbo dippers. It feeds a crowd for only $34.99, and you get $3 off if you call and order one at least a day ahead. It's party time at your Sayersville Lee's. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sayersville. 349-8785. Check out the newest arrivals at Gateway Motors, like this 06 twin-turbo V8 all-wheel drive Range Rover, this 06 Jeep Commander full-size trail-rated luxury, this 05 GMC Yukon with third-row heated seats loaded up, and they've got an 08 Nissan Frontier four-wheel drive V6 automatic with only 122,000 miles. And this 06 F-150 has 119,000 original miles. And you can drive off in any or all of these for about $200 a month at Gateway Motors in Sayersville. 349 cars.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Just in at Parkway Gun and Pawn, and everybody was eyeing this one. A lever action Adler Arms 410. And this Maverick over and under 12 gauge. Another over and under 12 gauge by TriStar. And if you're looking for something air-powered but still potent, this Ruger 22 caliber rifle will have you covered, and this Gamma 177 is just in stock. And they've got the latest in personal protection in all the calibers and in all the names and styles that you're looking for, and they won't last long at Parkway Gun and Pawn, 349 Pawn. The following is not a typo nor a mistake. A Magoffin County High School senior has accepted an archery scholarship offer to go to the University of Pikeville to continue his education. Yes, I said archery.
We'd like to thank everybody who's here today as Dawson signs his letter of intent with archery with University of Pikeville. And archery coach, would you like to say a few words?
We're just super excited to have Dawson. I've gotten the privilege to know Dawson over the last little bit during the recruiting process, and he's going to be a great addition to the team. He's very driven, very smart, going to be a really hard worker, and I think he's going to have a lot of success at collegiate archery. So we're super excited to have such a good kid from a great family, and look forward to a great future from Dawson for sure.
Yes, archery, and no, Magoffin County does not have an archery program, as most high schools do not. But that doesn't stop universities like Pikeville from looking for talent in areas like archery, talent like they say they found in Dawson Gasparic.
This is our second year with an archery team at UPike. We just finished up the indoor part of our season where we had 8 individuals qualify for Las Vegas. to the national shoot, and we finished as a team, finished third. And we've got 26 on the team right now, and next year with Dawson's class, we should have right around 36 archers on the team. A lot of them, there's a lot of archery organizations out there, like the National Archery in Schools program. They do a lot. So we get a lot of them from there, and then there's some different organizations, these Junior Olympic programs, we find them there, the Scholastic 3D programs, and then sometimes you just get lucky, like with Dawson, you just get lucky. And like I knew Dawson's dad, and I knew that he was pretty good with the bow, and he liked to hunt, and so we kind of met him and talked with him, and sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes you just got to be in the right place at the right time.
For Dawson, his love of the sport began at a young age, and it's something that he has put a lot of effort to in here as of the last several years, realizing that he saw this as a pathway to further his education.
I started when I was about 6 or 7 hunting with the Spragueville compound, and then I started taking practices with everything, and I met Coach Hurt, and then he started showing me certain things with bows and arrows, and then after that I just been addicted to it. Every single day I probably practice around 3 to 4 hours a day, mainly drills, accuracy. I try to make sure everything's spot on perfect.
And it's that kind of hard work and dedication that Coach Hurt says drew him to Dawson.
And that's a big part of it too. More than just the archery, we want somebody that's going to go to class, somebody's going to make good grades, is going to handle their business in the classroom as well as archery. And that's what drew me to Dawson, is I think he's going to be pretty driven in both archery and the classroom. And I've known his dad for a long time. He comes from a good family, and if he don't do anything else, he'll work hard. So that's what drew me to Dawson.
And I can't leave you for the Hornet Golden Eagle matchup at the 57th District Tournament without getting you caught up on the thrilling excitement from last night's game, where the Paintsville Tigers, hosting the tournament, also hosted Sheldon Clark and the Cardinals. And I came in just a bit late, but just in time for things to really start to pick up. I roll in halfway through the second quarter, and it's 19-10 for the home team. But big man Trey James and the Cardinals are starting a run at the Tigers. It started with a rebound and a smart dish to Alex Dials for this bucket off the glass, and that was followed by a turnover on the other end that James turns into another 2. And here's another for James. And this move closes it to a 2-point game for Sheldon Clark. And as the first half ticks down and the Tigers wait for the last shot, well, they suffer from a steal and a dash, and Braxton Maynard beats the buzzer for a halftime tie. It's the 57th District Tournament. In the second half, Sheldon Clark came out swinging in the third, and James led the way. And he fires off this one from inside the arc for the lead. But then Paintsville and number 4 Braxton Tharp turn it on in the third quarter at the 4-minute mark, as the Paintsville Tigers outscore the Cardinals 20-12 in the third quarter and 21-16 in the fourth, on their way to a 63-50 win over the Cardinals last night. So Sheldon Clark will hang it up at 10-20 on the season, 1-6 in the 57th District, while Paintsville, of course, advances not just to the championship but also to the 15th Region Tournament. But first, they've got to meet the winner of the Johnson Central Magoffin County matchup tonight. The Tigers right now sitting at 18-6 and 6 wins and only 1 loss for district play. So that means more semifinal action tonight. You've got Johnson Central and the Golden Eagles, and Magoffin County and the Hornets to make up the second half of Friday night's boys championship game at 7, and the girls championship tips off between Johnson Central and Magoffin County tomorrow night, also at 7, also at Paintsville. Now here's an updated forecast, which has got some dwindling rain tonight, a brief break in the action tomorrow, and I'm sad to say all eyes are on what appears to be another couple of inches possible for your weekend. Well, the good news is the rain is starting to taper off and will continue to do so in the west and then on hopefully to the east. The heavier rain here in our part of the state will give us maybe up to another quarter or a half inch of rainfall tonight, like we need anymore. We are also now looking at a clearer picture of what's just around the corner for the latter part of your week. and that is possibly more rain. And I'm sad to say that the update actually has it pictured anywhere from another 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rainfall with some of the viewing area, and you can see Sagersville there on the fringe. But we're talking about another expected rainfall event this weekend with the moisture in the ground not having time to clear out. So we'll keep our eyes on that. And as I've already stressed during the earlier part of the show, talking about the mudslides, keep your eye on those types of conditions, not just tonight, but for the coming days. Even though we're going to see a little dry condition tomorrow for your Thursday, it's not going to be enough to really do anything, and especially when you're staring at that map in front of you, giving us another 2 to 2.5 inches possibly of rainfall through the weekend. So looking at your forecast, powered by Licking Valley RACC, rains on the wane, coming to an end later on tonight, a low of 40 degrees, a quarter, maybe a half inch of additional rainfall expected. And I'm glad to say we'll see the sunshine tomorrow at about 51 degrees. Sad to say it's short-lived because a 40% chance of rain rolls back in tomorrow night, mainly after 9. Showers again likely, mainly after 1 o'clock on your Friday. Friday's high around 48. Friday night's low, not much difference at 44. Those rains are going to be steady though. Friday night into your Saturday. Saturday should peak at around 62 degrees. Showers will start to wind down Saturday night and into your Sunday morning. Then after that, we'll see Sunday sunny, mostly sunny, and 56. There's a 30% chance of some showers up until about 7 a.m., but otherwise, mostly sunny, 56 and breezy on your Sunday, sunny on your Monday, mostly sunny on your Tuesday. The next round of precipitation hits midweek. Could start off as a little snow. And with that said, I am off to the Paintsville High School. We'll have highlights from tonight's 57th District Tournament action on tomorrow's program. And once again, just in case the start of the program was like it was last night, a sincere apology and begging for your forgiveness as we're still battling this new setup here and it communicating with that at Foothills, which has been the biggest problem thus far. They have been working all week long tirelessly, replacing equipment and upgrading as they have had to meet my changeover here, and we're still working the bugs out of it, and it is still driving everyone, including myself, a bit crazy. So please bear with us. We're about to work it all out. I promise, and the end result is a great improvement we're very happy with and look forward to working with in the future. So please stick with us. We'll get it figured out sooner than later, I'm very sure. With that said, stick with us tomorrow night. I've got a lot of news to try to get to you in the next 2 days. And before I say any further, and the last 2 words, which were to be good night, almost missed this one. Coming out in tomorrow's edition of the Sagersville Independent, a big drug arrest this week. A massive amount of methamphetamine. More on, and you didn't see this on your news today because I only teased you with it, but our dance champs from the McGoffin County High School are featured tomorrow. The Sagersville City Council meeting, a bit on the fire on Lick Creek just days ago. And I want to just make mention of this. It won't be in the paper tomorrow because we've already gone to press, but there is a write-up in there on the man from McGoffin County who was injured after a gun, they say, exploded on him. I just want to say, if you say any prayers tonight or have any thoughts on the matter, keep him in them. I've just shared with a phone call from the family a few moments ago that Larry Blanton was not doing well and had suffered a serious setback as a result. We're very saddened to hear that, and I hope to have some good news on that very soon. The McGoffin County Board of Education meeting is covered a bit on the voice contestants that we have from right here at home starting next Monday night. A great story about a new FFA state officer from McGoffin County. And we are looking for a new McGoffin County High School head football coach after the resignation of Justin Combs, who has held that position for the past 3 seasons. Our old page takes us back to the 80s. This was going to be entertaining, I do believe. Also, a Special Olympics letter to parents out there who may want to get involved. The list goes on. Please pick up the paper tomorrow. And if you haven't got a subscription, it's always a good time to do that too. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.